What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to OzSide Football, your number one destination for all things football related with an Australian twist. We're back. Hazmat is back.
Welcome. How are we?
I'm fantastic. I'm back. Obviously brought to you by Helos and Co. As always.
HelosandCo.com.
Yep.
Helos and Co on Instagram.
Helos and Co on TikTok.
Yep. All of it.
Why did we cut? I don't know. All right, we're doing transfers, rumours. There was a bit of a slow week this week, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was a very slow week. I feel like Varane took all the shine.
I think he did too. French International, World Cup, Champions League, La Liga, United. Yeah, whatever, you know?
But, hey, that didn't stop me from finding some of my favourite transfers this week. That's how that much.
It didn't stop me from finding rumours, and it didn't stop Virgil van Dijk from coming back and playing, I think, 20 minutes against Hertha Berlin. It didn't stop the world moving. So
yeah, let's hope Virg comes back as good as he was before. We've seen with players with long-term injuries struggle, but we've also seen like KDB and Santi Cazorla especially have horrid injuries and come back better, arguably better than they were before the injury. So hopefully Virg returns. But on the other hand, you've seen players that have had the injury and never returned to thing.
No, 100%.
Like what they were before. So
yeah.
I'm an Arsenal fan, but I love Big Virg. He's an absolute weapon to watch. And if you love watching football, you love watching him because that is the art of defending.
You've got your own Big Virg coming. He's going to wear the number 18 on his back. Yeah. Contract till June 2026, 50 million.
Yep. He can fuck off. Nonetheless, let's get into actually a great centre-back signing in the Premier League whilst we're at it. Joachim Andersen from Lyon to Palace for 17.5 million. Put your hands together for Palace, everybody. Seriously, unreal business. We all
Crystal Palace.
It was only a month ago we thought Palace are fucked.
It's only a month ago I thought, what? They have 13 registered players.
Yeah, and now Joachim Andersen's come in. Mikel Olise's come in. And and there's a few others I'm missing, but they're definitely
the three main anyway.
Yeah, Joachim Andersen comes in from 17.5 million, and if you don't know him from Lyon, you should know him from his time at Fulham on loan. He did well at Fulham, even though they got relegated. Yeah, he was definitely one of the better players. And speaking of a relegated Fulham side, their best player was Alphonse Areola, who actually hates football, if you didn't know.
Does he actually?
And, doesn't watch it. Doesn't care about it at all.
I mean,
his wife tells him what's happening.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said it in a public interview, yeah.
Wow.
But nonetheless, anyone who knows Areola knows he's a great keeper. And most probably why he chose to go to Fulham is because he didn't know what the fuck he was getting into.
He didn't know what a Fulham was.
Now he's gone to West Ham. Yeah. But now he's gone to West Ham, and I see that as initially a loan, but if PSG bring Donnarumma in, Areola will not go back there. And I see him actually heading towards West Ham on a permanent because Lucas Fabianski is aging.
He's like 35 or 36 or something.
Yeah, Fabianski, like keepers can play to late 30s, even like 40 odd. But in the Prem, it's a bit faster, a bit more demanding. And someone like Areola, who's just like, Areola's a great signing.
For someone that's so good, I can't believe he doesn't like football.
Yeah, I know, eh? He's I'm pretty sure he's half Filipino.
Oh, is he really?
Areola? Yeah.
Maybe he likes basketball.
Something along those lines. Yeah, most probably. And then a fucking weird transfer was Marcus Bettinelli from Fulham to Chelsea on loan.
What?
Yeah.
The goalkeeper?
Yeah.
And what?
Yeah, just signed. Oh, no, he signed for Chelsea on a free. My bad. Yeah, he signed for Chelsea on a free.
I mean, I guess.
What that would be is just him, just the Chelsea
body.
Yeah, just backup. Honestly, it could be their backup because Caballero's getting old. Oh, no, it'd be third because you have
Kepa. Yeah.
But that's all in the Prem, really, that came in, so to speak. But we had some decent little transfers over in Spain. Sergi Gomez, who plays for Sevilla, played a decent role in their team last year. Went to Espanyol for $1 million. That is a buy and a half. And then Diego Rico left Bournemouth after a fair few years there and being a fan favourite. Left back, and he signed for Sociedad, which is one of the most exciting clubs you can join in world football.
Sociedad are really building a nice team.
Yeah, so they've got him and Nacho at left back, but Nacho can slot in at centre back. But yeah, that was all that really happened on a Spanish front. This week's transfers are a bit all over the place. You're going to have to stay with me. There wasn't too many in each league. But if we go to, whilst we're still around the Premier League, we saw Leif Davis, the Leeds left back, obviously a young kid. He went to Bournemouth on loan. So that's like Diego Rico's replacement, and Junior Firpo's pushed him down the ranks.
Yeah.
That's as clear as day. Then something very interesting in the Harry Kane front was anyone who knows Spurs knows about the kid Troy Parrott.
Yes.
He went to MK Dons on loan, which surprised me.
Okay.
I thought they may keep him for...
Well, he already did a League One loan. He was at Ipswich.
Yeah, but I thought... It's not that he's... I just thought they would keep him at the club this season for backup games, but I suppose they plan on Vinicius in the striker role. Is that what you're saying?
That's weird, but...
Yeah,
it is Vinicius. It is Vinicius, but it's just that weird.
Yeah.
I mean, they did pay money for Vinicius.
Yeah, but I just thought they'd keep Parrott around the squad and give him play time because he's very promising.
Well, yeah, that's it. And
Spurs doing Spurs things. Nuno obviously has his idea of what he wants to do. And then something very expensive for a championship level signing was Harry Wilson from Liverpool to Fulham. 14 million. He's coming off loan at Cardiff last year, big game time for Wales and the Euros, all that good stuff. And everyone who knows, we know Harry Wilson's got it in him. We've seen it at Bournemouth and we've seen copious amounts of championship clubs. And Fulham have made a great signing in the fact that they've got a Premier League and championship experienced kid.
Well, Scott Parker's the new manager. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
So they're 14 million for him, and I think Harry Wilson. I don't know if you saw it, but his hat trick last year for Cardiff, it was close to a perfect hat trick. That was unreal. Yeah. I think it was the first goal. That was the chip. It doesn't matter which one it was, but the chip was just stupid.
Very good technical footballer. So
like that technique's like you're just born with that. It's not taught. Yeah, it can't be taught to.
Championship proven as well, so you can't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And can play in the Prem.
Yeah, because he's done it already. So,
yeah, I thought it was a good signing from Fulham's perspective, and Fulham playing smart instead of buying one person from every country that's fucking based in Europe. They've gone, all right, maybe we should just stick to what's proven to be in England so far.
Get us up.
Yeah, and like they've still got Anguissa and stuff like that, and Anguissa's an awesome midfielder. I'm surprised he hasn't left, but moving on, still in an English theme, we saw Toby Alderweireld go from Spurs to Al Duhali SC for 13 million.
That's ridiculous.
32 or 33-year-old.
It doesn't matter, man. They have money.
Yeah, and you know what? Well done, Spurs.
Yeah, well
done, Spurs.
Well done.
No one else in Europe. I'm not clapping them, but 13 million for Alderweireld. Honestly, Arsenal wanted him. I know that much at one point. And we saw Vertonghen go to Benfica, and I was kind of surprised. I thought Alderweireld maybe would go to Anderlecht to be with Vinny Company, but he's most probably getting paid an absolute bag to be at that club.
Oh, God, yeah.
I researched them, and they do not have any major internationals. If you watch the ACL, you'd know a few of their players, but so he's gone there, and he's the major European player, and there's no one even close to him. So he'd be getting the whole bag, so to speak. It's not split between other players. He'd be getting the big paycheck.
Yeah. Spurs will get 13 mil. He'll probably get 13 mil in wages.
Yeah,
probably more. Yeah.
So that was really it on an English front. a weird transfer that surprised me was he's half Italian, half Argentinian. He has chosen to play for Argentina, but he has fallen off. His name is Sebastian Giuseppe, plays for Zenit. He went to Austin FC in the MLS for $6 million. I thought that was interesting. It caught my eye. First of all, an MLS team playing $6 million for a 25-year-old.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, in America, MLS is growing.
Yeah, for sure. And it's
people
like people, and everyone, you can say what you want. Alphonso Davies is a proven product.
Yeah.
Alphonso Davies is a proven product. Yeah. It won't be a retirement league sooner or later. I'm sure players will still go there at the end of their career, but it's becoming a lot more competitive, and it's good to see because as an Australian, we can relate to that league a lot in what we hope to have one day.
Bruh, if A-League ever gets to that level, fair enough.
Yeah. But I thought it was an interesting transfer, to be honest. That's my favourite transfer of the week. But there's still a few more to go. Yeah.
I was going to say that another MLS deal that was one of my favourites is a kid named Thiago Almada. Went to Atlanta United from Vélez in Argentina. He's a very bright Argentinian prospect, so that's one that I'm very excited about. See how he does.
Joseph Martinez gets his Almiron.
Yes, another Almiron.
Yeah, but I honestly, growing up, I was for whatever reason, I was like, the American League, whatever, it's so shit, blah blah blah. And then that Atlanta team come through, and that Joseph Martinez and Almiron partnership, like actually watching it, like not just highlights, but actually watching it in games was dominant. And Almiron has shown like how good he is in the Prem.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's not just how good he is in America and he's shit in Europe. He's great in both places.
I'm surprised Joseph Martinez hasn't got in a move somewhere.
Yeah, well, he was in Italy. That's why I knew who he was. He was in Italy, and he made his way around a few clubs, but before he went to Atlanta. So, I say Atalanta because I'm looking at the next transfer I'm going to talk about. Giuseppe Pazzilla. He is the Parma left back. Anyone who watches Serie A knows who he is. He went to Atalanta on loan, which means that left back position could possibly open up that left-sided position could possibly open up. But for those who don't know, Atalanta's best left-sided player goes by the name of Robin Gosens. And he is very sought after his Euros performances. And Atalanta are in a position where they know how to identify talent when they see it. Every single player on that team is picked up on a cheap. And we're looking at Ramiro going for 55 million. Trust me, if Ben White's worth 50, the bloke's worth 100.
Eesh.
110%. And like we're watching Roman Fuller, Darun, like Zapata, Ilicic, if you're a former Fiorentina boy, same with Luis Muriel, like all these players that have made their way around the Serie A, always been decent, but they've come to Atalanta and the coach there and the systems now in place are nuts. So Pazzella going there definitely opens up a conversation for that left side, and it sparked a few rumours this week. But also we saw a cross-town loan, Marko Pijaka, the left winger Croatian. He went to Torino on loan. The poor bastard can't get away from his Juve contract, and he's looking like a Chelsea loanee now. He's just going everywhere.
Just going wherever.
Yeah, like we had him at Fiorentina. It's not bad at all, to be honest, but he just needs to find a home, as cringe as that sounds. He just needs to find a place, and once he does, he'll be a great player to any squad. But from an Italy front, there wasn't too much excitement at all. I think a few of the clubs are waiting for another few of the clubs to move. The problem with Italy is there's a few Chinese-owned clubs. And with COVID and the retail, that's caused a few problems. So, but teams like AC Milan are in the driver's seat with their deals, but Inter is not. If Inter's owned by a massive Chinese retailer who got smashed.
Well, that's why they had to sell
actually
Hakimi.
Folded. Yeah, well, they actually folded their Chinese team who won the Chinese league. Just folded it. Yeah. So, the Serie A is an interesting place to be, but Juve look like they're doing all right as well. They've all got assets that didn't cost, in terms of players, every big Serie A team's got players that cost them fuck all that they can sell for heaps. Like Chiro didn't cost Lazio much. Jacques Correa didn't cost Lazio much. You know what I mean? And they can sell them for heaps at the moment, especially Correa, a bit more than Chiro, just due to age. But so that's from an Italy front. But if we go to Germany, one of my favourite places to watch football, we saw the biggest transfer of the week, arguably, besides Varane. I think even bigger in the long term. But we also saw a very underrated transfer. We saw Stefan Jovetic go from Monaco to Hertha Berlin.
Scored a double.
I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. For those who don't know, Jovetic can play striker, can play centre forward or attacking midfield. Doesn't really
recognise him from his Man City days.
Yeah, and before that he played in Italy and he was great in Italy, similar to a Dzeko. Very similar story to Dzeko. So yeah, he's a great player and he's been good at Monaco with Daniela up front, but now he goes to Hertha as if I'm not replacing the John Cordoba replacement. And that is what you call business, people. You sell John Cordoba for 20 million and you bring in Jovetic, a proven striker in Europe, done it for over 5 to 10 years on a free. It's how it's done.
Bundesliga.
The German clubs, mate, Frankfurt showed how it's done and now Hertha are showing you how it's done.
Bundesliga.
Unreal bit of business. And
ridiculous.
And I have no doubt now Hertha has another 20 million to work with in terms of that money and can go, all right, we can strengthen here, and here with youngsters or, with underrated players from other divisions.
Yep.
But the most important one was Daniel Marlin.
Oh, Donny.
PSV, who are losing players left, right and centre, shall I say, to Dortmund for 30 million. I thought it was cheap.
Ridiculous.
I thought it was cheap.
Oh, absolutely ridiculous. 30 million.
Yeah. And the thing about Daniel is he'll play second fiddle, but it should be interesting to see how they line up. But I feel like he'll play behind Haaland a fair bit. He won't play next to, he'll play behind. And he'll be feeding off like the big man that is Haaland. He'll be running in and around like Reina does, like Sancho does. And he had a crazy year at PSV. He's actually an Arsenal junior, so Arsenal fans, it's another one you can sit there and fucking cry about when we can't score a fucking goal against Brighton.
Get relegated.
So when you're watching Marlon put one in the back of the net in the Champions League Final 8 and we're 10th in the league with no European football and we're struggling at Brighton 0-0, watch that bloke score. That's what we let go. But nonetheless, I think, I don't know about you, but I think Dortmund they're not selling Haaland, and here's a replacement for Sancho.
At least this season.
Yeah.
I don't know about next season, but this season at least Haaland's staying.
I think everyone says, sell Haaland now because you get heaps of money. But I think Dortmund have the mindset of we want to win.
They don't need it.
The money.
They don't need the money.
No. Not after the Sancho deal. No. Not at all. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Dortmund can actually win it here. Especially if Bayern got rid of a player like Goretzka, who is very
this looks like he's
very touted, so to speak. Yeah. So, I think we're witnessing a genuine title race coming up. Hopefully Dortmund bring in some reinforcements. They
still have 60 mil left over from the Sancho deal because Marlon was only 30.
Yeah, I think Marlon will be ridiculous, but
no, he will be. As long as he lives up to his potential, he will be.
Yeah,
100%.
I think Dortmund just showing you how to do it again and again. Hey,
just German clubs showing everyone how to do it. Just don't waste your money on random shiny things. Be smart about it. Get your business done that needs to be done. Don't be afraid to sell your big players because you can just bring someone else in that'll do the same job for cheaper.
Yeah.
So get some random Peruvian bloke.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he'll do something.
Look, I will say my only concern with Dortmund is not their midfield. Their midfield, as we know, we're huge fans of Delaney, Emre Can, and Axel Witsel. I'm a huge fan of Delaney, but also a big fan of the other two. But also they have a man by the name of Jude Bellingham in front of them. And then in front of him, you have now, looking at it, you have Haaland, Marlon, Thiago, Torgan Hazard, Marco Reus, Renier, and Julian Brandt. Also with a Yusuf Makoko to come into the team in due time.
Ridiculous.
But that back line, as we look at it, if they were to play a 4, you'd watch arguably Rafael Guerrero at the left, Mudier on the right, and Hummels, Akanji, or Zagadou, 2 of those 3. But I feel like they do need a bit more convincing in that back line.
I think they need another centre back. I don't know about Manuel Akanji.
I think they need I think they need another right back. They got that Mori guy, the young, very young Spanish right back. But yeah, I think they just need. They've got Koulibaly. He's 17 and French, but I just don't know. I feel like they need, if they want to go for a title, they need more reinforcements in there. And I will say they have Roman Berkey and Kobel, I think, who's from Stuttgart.
Kobel, yeah.
Yeah, so the goalkeeper department's fine, but this Marlon signing, like, that front line's ridiculous. Like, we grew up watching Dortmund with ridiculous teams.
Yeah, Mario Götze when he was like a young.
Yeah, Royce, Lewandowski, Aubameyang. We've seen it all. But I feel like this is arguably one of the most ridiculous. So
no, they're very top heavy.
And the midfield does all right for itself, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like they can bring in some reinforcements in that back line.
Oh, you got 60 mil to do it, plus whatever you set aside as well before the Sancho deal. So
yeah, exactly.
They can definitely get it done.
Now,
whether or not though.
Yeah. Well, they need reinforcements. Call them in straight away. Now we have we have my favourite club to talk about at the moment. We have Nice. They signed Pablo Rosario, young defensive midfielder.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, for $6 million. So Nice are looking the goods.
They are looking good.
Nice have brought in Calvin Stanks for 15, Kluivert on a loan, Todibo for 8, Lamina for 5, Rosario for 6. Right, so that equates to around 35.
Wow.
They also sold Pierre Lees-Malou, William Cyprian, and Stanley Nsoki for $18 million. Right, so they've got all up, and they got rid of 2 players on loan. But the thing about, like, Nsoki's not worth 6. But somehow they've got that. And Cyprian and Lees-Malou are just, like, Lees-Malou's getting old.
Lees-Malou's good, but he's not worth.
Oh, well, like, he is to Norwich, but I'm saying for what Nice have brought in for $6 million, they've done so much better. And then obviously Willie and Cyprian went for $7 million, and arguably he could have turned out better than we once thought he would be when he was younger.
Definitely.
But so Lamina and Rosario in for 11, and Cyprian and Lees-Malou out for 12. So they've done well.
That.
Yeah, they've done very well.
Definitely take that.
And then another interesting transfer. Everyone knows who watches football that Red Bull Salzburg are the best team in Austria. But there's another team called LASK, L-A-S-K. Their best player, Gernot Trauner, who's a 29-year-old centre-back. He's arguably the best player in the Austrian Bundesliga last year. Signed for Feyenoord for $1.5 million.
Wow.
Nothing.
Wow. They got someone else. They've got some little Austrian kid that's playing on the street right now that's going to come into the academy.
The Austrians are producing. Austrians are producing.
But PSV's not looking too good, though. You know why?
No, they're not.
Denzel Dumfries, I'm saying it right now, he's coming to the Ev. He's going to be our new right back for 5 years, and we're going to win the league. Yep.
Put a 20 on it right now.
Put a 20 on Denzel Dumfries. Deal till June 2026. He's going to light up the league. It's like he lit up the Euros.
He'll light up the world soon.
Oh, so will Aaron Ramsdale.
No, he won't. But from a confirmed side, that's all we have for this week, unfortunately. There's not much.
We got a little bit of rumours now.
Yes. I
know everyone loves rumours, but there isn't a lot of rumours. The biggest one is that Man City have gone back in for Jackie boy, Jack Grealish. He's been given a pay he's been given and offered a contract from Villa, but now he's also talking to City. and seeing what they can offer and that sort of stuff. Alright, so some OzSide breaking news. Me and Harry recorded this video a couple of days ago, but I feel like I had to put this little section here as I was editing it. I was like, alright, I gotta do it. We gotta talk about it. Manchester City have apparently agreed £100 million deal for Jack Grealish, and that is massive. It's a deal that me and Harry didn't seem to make sense of, because it's like, why would you leave Villa just to be another piece to go to City? But apparently this deal has been confirmed, and it's something that's on the cusps of happening. Villa have also announced that they have done the signing of Leon Bailey for 30 million from Leverkusen. And if you know me, and me being an Everton fan and Everton being highly linked with Leon Bailey, I'm very disappointed the fact that we didn't get him. Someone that's pacey, left-footed right winger, someone that will slot really well into that Aston Villa squad. And it just goes to show you that due to the sale of Jack Grealish, Aston Villa have some money to play around with. They're signing Leon Bailey. They've been linked with a £25 million move for James Ward-Prowse from Southampton. Villa are going to be something interesting this season. It's going to be interesting to see where Jack Grealish fits into that Man City squad with all those superstars in there. So yeah, Jack Grealish to Man City. Here we go. For me, where do you fit him at City?
Grealish?
Yeah. Do you play him off the left? Because Foden plays off the left. Do you play him off the right? Because Sterling plays off the right. Do you go through the middle? Because KDB's through the middle. Or...
KDB does sit a bit deep, though. Like, he pings passes from centre mid, if you were to talk about it from a position standpoint.
Yeah, okay, so you could go KDB dropping deeper, put Jackie Boy left, and then put Phil Foden as like a false 9.
Yeah. Or, like, I don't know. I think they're doing well without this whole striker system.
Yeah.
It's an interesting dynamic, but they seem to be doing very well with it. Obviously, they make a UCL final. Yeah. They won the league. But I think... I don't know with City, man. I don't even know. Like, I
feel like they're just collecting things. It's like, they're like doing the trading card thing where you just get all the best cards.
Yeah. Whereas United with Sancho, like, they actually needed Sancho.
And with Varane, they needed Varane.
Yeah, like I hate United as the day is long, but they've actually made some good signings based on what they need, not collecting like pieces. Points for cool signings. Like
they're doing a squad builder challenge on foot.
Yeah, yeah. So as City, I don't know about that Jack Grealish, man. I hope Grealish stays at Villa.
I do
because
too.
It'll say to the footballing world, hey, he's a world-class footballer. Guess what? He doesn't have to play for a UCL club.
No, he could get his club that he loves to the UCL if he wants.
Yeah, no, he dead set could. He dead set could. Or like to Europe is achievement for Villa. And once they get to Europe, I'd see them as doing a Leicester and staying in that area of the table.
Definitely.
Between 12th and 6th.
Well, if I was Jack Grealish, I love the club. They've just offered me like a massive pay rise. And then you look at the pieces that they're bringing around him.
Yeah.
Why would you want to go to City and just be another one of 25 amazing players? No one would give a shit about Jack Grealish at City because you have KDB there, you have Raheem Sterling there, you have Phil Foden there.
Yeah.
Who cares about Jack Grealish?
I couldn't agree more. I hope Grealish stays because that Villa team would be something special.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that Villa team. Say they bring in Leon Bailey, right? You got Ollie Watkins striker, Grealish on the left, Buendia through the middle, and then you have Leon Bailey on the right. Like, that's a great attack.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you want to be there? Yeah. If they're giving you a massive pay rise and that's your boyhood club.
Yeah.
Like if that was me and then I was at Everton and then I could go to City or United for 300k or Everton offered me 250, I stay at Everton all day.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Say you're at Fiorentina and they offer you.
Oh, I'll pay for $50 a week. I don't care. I don't care what I'm free. Yeah, I'm playing Fiorentina for free. I'll pay them if I had to. they don't need it, but seriously, like if you love the club, I understand where Jackie's coming from. Because City would offer a stupid amount of money.
Yes.
But Villa have money too. Villa have very rich owners.
They have money.
And I'm sure they'll throw it at Jackie Boy. And I love watching Jack Grealish. I've said it since they first got relegated when he was the star. Like, he's a genuine pleasure to watch on a football pitch. Besides his diving, he's a genuine pleasure to watch.
Yeah.
And I feel like if Villa keep him, and what they've built around him, they're in for a big season.
100%. If you have Jack Grealish, right? Yeah. Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, KDB, Sterling, whoever at City, you're watching 4 guys of arguably similar or a little bit higher quality than Jack Grealish. And it's just like, you watch that team, you watch Man City and you're just like, oh yeah, he did it. Well, nice pass, Jack. Look at KDB do the same thing 2 minutes before.
Yeah.
And it's like, for Villa, like, you watch him and everyone's glued. Like, what's he going to do next? Like, he's the guy, whereas at City, he'll be just another guy.
Yeah.
Just another cog in the Saudi Arabian machine.
What other rumors have you
got? This one I know would be very interesting. Dominic Berardi from Sassuolo to Leicester.
Yeah.
I like it for them because they need a right winger.
I don't see if Locatelli leaves, they won't get rid of Berardi.
No, and I think that Locatelli is going to leave. So I think that if Berardi were to leave, Leicester would need to put up a ridiculous amount of money, but that's not
Leicester have both Maddison, Harvey Barnes, and Jose Perez.
But the Gunners are getting Maddison.
No, I don't think we are. I think we're getting Ben White for 50 million and Ramsdale for 35. And they'll go, what do you want from us? We forked out of our pockets. You're like, you forked out your pockets for 2 fucking dedoids that struggle in the A-League on their day. Like, you fucking idiots. Nonetheless. Excuse the language.
Imagine Aaron Ramsdale getting chipped by Bernier Beanie.
It happens. It just happens. But, I think I forgot what I was saying.
Berardi wouldn't go to Leicester.
Oh, Berardi's not leaving. No, if Locatelli's, I don't see him leaving Sassuolo because when he was younger, he had so many offers from Juve, from everything for so much money, and he stayed there when they were really shit, and struggling to stay up. And now they're a decent club. They're like an Atalanta, like they're popping through, and they've got built a little decent team. So I don't see him leaving, and I hope he doesn't. I honestly hope he doesn't. He's like he's bigger than Grealish is to Villa than to Sassuolo fans. So, so I hope he stays. But Leicester, I'm kind of surprised they're looking at attacking reinforcements at this point in time.
Oh, well, maybe Patson Daka wasn't enough. Maybe you need to get more people that I want at my club.
Yeah.
Fucking Leicester. The last one we're going to talk about, Jules Koundé, the Sevilla centre-back.
Don't do it to Zuma. He doesn't deserve it. Don't do it. Don't get rid of him. He works so hard.
I wanted Zuma back after his loan spell at Everton. He was so good for us.
Yeah, and he did well at Stoke. And Zuma has always tried his hardest.
And he had an awful injury. Let's not forget that he had an awful injury and he came back better.
And he's one of the most lovable footballers in the world.
His smile is infectious. And I want him and Kante to do a calendar of them smiling. I'll buy
just
it.
A Kante and Zuma. I would honestly buy a Kante and Zuma calendar. But I will say, 2 years ago, I was watching a bloody Sevilla at 5 a.m. with my mate Luke and Ollie. And we all noticed Jules Koundé and all became a huge fan of him in that game. And from there on, we've watched what he is today, and it's an animal.
He will be the next French centre-back. Like, he's going to be in the French team for a long
but
time.
He'll do like a Varane, hopefully, and stay in success for the next 10 years. But he, look, Chelsea could do with a centre-back like Koundé, but I honestly don't think Koundé's worth 30 million plus Zuma, because Zuma's come up with some fucking big plays when they've needed it in title-winning seasons.
Yep.
Like, when you go through the runs they've had to win what they've won,
He's been instrumental.
You can count a game where Zuma's made a tackle or done something that's won them the game. But obviously, we're not the experts. But yeah,
for me, it looks like Chelsea just doing business to do business.
Yeah,
it's like they don't need to do anything, but they're looking at Varane going to United and all this crap.
Shevchenko waving his checkbook around.
They're just being like, maybe I want to do the transfer.
Wait, Abramovich. Did I just say Shevchenko?
Yeah.
It's a fucking Ukrainian striker. I am so... Oh, my God.
Yeah, Abramovich just being just like, why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. But hey, Zuma and Diego Carlos does not sound like a bad centre-back pairing at all for Sevilla fans.
If Zuma goes, I think Sevilla fans will be like, yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, and Brian Gill for Lamella. Sevilla, if they get what they want, they'll be getting 50 million in fees for Koundé and Gill, plus
2
Lamella
players
and Zuma. That's unreal. It's
unreal. Yeah, Zuma, who could go there, and he'll do fantastic in Spain. Zuma will do fantastic in Spain. So will Lamella, because it's more technical rather than like super pace all the time, physical football type of thing. And now 50 million to go. Maybe we want to improve in central midfield or striker or whatever. They have 50 mil to do that.
Yeah.
And they plugged those holes that they had just letting Jules Koundé and Brian Gill go. So Spain's looking like a really good league this year.
Yeah.
You got Real Sociedad, you have Sevilla if that comes up, Villarreal of course, just won the Europa League.
Valencia are in the mud, but
whatever.
They're in the fucking mud. They're in major financial troubles.
If you're a Valencia fan, I can't say anything. Just unlucky, I guess. You have Real Madrid, who Carlo Ancelotti lost
in the mud.
Yeah, Barcelona in the mud, Real Madrid in the mud. They lost to Rangers and 1-0. They only got 1 shot on target. Fuck you, Ancelotti, piece of shit. I'm Rafa Benitez all the way.
Everyone.
I'm Rafa Benitez all the way.
Yep.
He's a fat Spanish waiter, and I love him. I love him bits.
Oh yeah, that's Transfer Weekly.
I just want to add this last one. Martin Odegaard is Arsenal's #1 target for an attacking midfielder.
And rightfully so. We do need him.
And I'm just going to add that because we have to do Arsenal talk every week.
Yep.
Oh, and Townsend is the best right winger that you're ever going to see in the Premier League. His left foot is magic, and he's going to score.
Begovic is the greatest backup goalkeeper to grace the league.
Asmir Begovic's wife, she rides horses, and it's beautiful. It was dressed up in Everton gear, and it's my favourite horse in the world. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed Transfer.
Stay on side and stay not racist.
Stay not racist. I kept that in last week.
Yeah.